this. Hey guys, welcome to the patio. We survived another live this weekend. If you missed it, Sunday night, St. Patty's Day, we had it going down at Marty Mar's Bar. Literally, the camera was flipping around, all kind of stuff. All 5 of you that joined us, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking us. We'll try to do a few more of those. But look, we got a lot to talk about tonight. I want to talk about parenting. It means a lot more to be a parent today than it might have even a week ago. We're going to explain why Donald Trump is in trouble because he said it's going to be a bloodbath if he doesn't win the election. Or did he? Is that what he really said, Jamie? I think no. Yeah. Well, not really.
He did say bloodbath.
That's what he said.
Tyson.
Donald Tyson.
Yeah, no. Tyson's in trouble. They're going to be boycotted. I'm not sure you could boycott them. What are you going to eat? Tyson, I think, is a little bit of everything. But first and foremost, let's talk about Father Fortenberry. How are you, Father Fortenberry?
Hey, what's up? Father Fortenberry here. I am the bourbon bishop for Life in the Patio. You can find me on X. What is it? At Father Fortenberry _LFTP. I also do our TikTok show.
And the Bourbon Nerd over here.
What's up, y'all? I'm the Bourbon Nerd from Marty Mar's Bar and Grill. Hey, y'all check out Only Drams and get y'all account set up. Keep inventory.
What
on
is
your
your
bourbon.
name on Only Drams, Marty?
Bourbon Nerd.
One word?
Yep, capital N in the middle.
And then we have Gary.
As long as we end with a hard R.
Hi guys, how y'all doing?
Speaking of nerds,
Gary did a good job impersonating all of you guys.
I did while you were gone.
And then the man, the myth, the legend. He does exist like a Yeti.
The prodigal
from the night.
son.
The prodigal son returns. DW, how are you doing?
That's me. I'm good. I don't have a fancy call sign or nothing. Apparently, y'all got new call signs and lingo while I was gone.
Oh yeah, mine's popping bottles.
This is Big Rivet over here. Daggum it, I got bottles.
You got to get you a handle.
You gotta get a handle.
Gotta get a handle.
I got love handles.
Welcome back, Don.
I got love handles too. I need to go on a freaking diet.
Donald J. Trump back in the news.
Back in
The left, their head's about to explode because he came during a speech this week. He said if he did not win the election, there would be a bloodbath.
But that's not what he said. That's what he said, but that's not what he said.
No, he said
It's out of context.
It was out of context. He did say if he didn't win the election, there'd be a bloodbath.
Yeah, he was talking about the economy.
He was talking about the economy and the because he was in Ohio talking about the car industry.
Right, and China's building these big factories, and he said if he doesn't win, then China basically is going to take over.
So if you
bloodbath.
look up the definition of bloodbath, one of them is a major economic disaster.
Really?
Is that an official?
Yes, that's
Donald Trump. You got that off Truth Social, didn't you? You went right to Truth Social.
That was on Merriam-Webster.
And was it in Donald Trump's voice? A bloodbath. It's going to be the greatest bloodbath ever.
Greatest bloodbath.
It may be the greatest bloodbath ever. Ever.
Why does it sound like your Donald Trump sound like he's doing the top 40?
He was at the live last night.
Casey Kasem.
He was at the live.
It's Casey Kasem.
Casey
Kasem.
But really, I mean, I've heard it all the way home today.
It's hyperbole.
It's hyperbole. Hyperbole. Yeah, you're right. It's hyperbole.
It's
they
hyperbolic.
took it out of context and blew it up, and now they're saying that he's calling all the J6ers. They're going to do J6 across the entire United States if he loses. Oh, Lord help us. How much longer do we have?
Way too long. We'll get another 8 months.
What month is it? It's March the something or another.
Yeah,
so March 19th, 18th, something like
We
that.
got 8
Earlier,
months.
he said
Oh,
Donald Tyson. Could you imagine that combo? It's like Donald Trump, but with the ability to fight like Mike Tyson.
Hey, I bet he could. I bet he can. I bet he can.
Is Tyson gonna beat Jake Paul?
If it's
Absolutely.
if it's not rigged, he beats the fire out of him. Dude's wearing headgear.
Yeah.
How do you have a real boxing
Andy
match?
can have a tag team and tag his brother.
Does anybody really care?
I think that
I'm gonna watch it.
that was
I want to watch it, but
That's a money
Tyson's just
grab,
so
man.
old. I mean,
Oh, but he's still bad.
Dude.
he's still bad, but he's so old.
Look, man, Tyson needs a new pigeon. Them pigeons are expensive.
They are.
Once he's buying, he got to get this money grabbed.
Yeah. Probably get one of them.
I'm gonna tell you right now, there is no celebrity I'd man crush over. Tyson's it. I would.
You know what I hope
Oh,
happens? I hope Tyson, they put all the stipulations in the contract for Tyson to be able to get paid, and then he doesn't even care about the money. He just goes in there and like smashes his kid. And then they say, well,
I don't think he knows any other way but to go smash his kid.
No, I don't. Yeah, but I don't think.
I seen some of his workout tapes.
You ever heard him talk about?
He's as impressive now as he was 30 years ago.
Okay. Y'all may not remember the Tyson of 30 years ago because that dude was something else with him, Marty.
Dude,
I'm
Seconds.
43.
Fights in a second.
we
was
bought
something
a
else.
fight one night at Gary's house when he was fighting the like Rhino or whatever this guy's name was. and it lasted 13 seconds, 6 seconds.
And all that money.
And it was the most epic thing that we ever spent money on.
Look,
Awesome.
let's be honest. Tyson was for and boxing is not like it used to be.
Freaking beast.
No.
But
No.
Tyson was for boxing what Tiger was for
golf.
Or Muhammad Ali was for boxing back in
And
the
yeah, but I
60s.
mean-
And Jordan for
But,
NBA.
like, when Tyson boxed, it was must see TV.
I could have swore you said Georgia for the
no,
NBA.
Jordan.
Have you ever
Jordan.
seen the Tyson Ali interview where they're together on a talk show? And they're
don't
talking
recall.
about, they're asking who's the
Oh
GOAT,
yeah, yes, I have.
and
seen
Tyson completely defers to him and says he is. And then Muhammad Ali's like, no, if you would have hit me one time,
Yeah.
he's like, you would have killed me, it'd have been over.
Yeah, I think Tyson would have beat Ali.
Tyson got the dog.
yeah,
He got the
Because
dog in him.
Tyson hit you one time.
Well,
It's
he
over.
was
It's
huge.
Iron Mike's
He
son.
was just huge.
it. Dude, he'd had Parkinson's 30 years earlier.
Yeah, but
if,
see, he
fought
couldn't
Tyson.
beat what's the dude on Punch Out? Lil Lee, whatever his name was. See, he
Oh,
could-
are you
he
talking
could
about
beat
Mac? Lil Mac?
Lil Mac.
Lil
Lil
Mac.
Mac could
That's
beat
Lil
Mike
Mac.
Tyson.
Lil Mac.
Y'all know who Tyson couldn't beat? Ray Castleman.
All right. I see that
Ray
we
be
can't
hitting
have an
them
honest discussion about that on the air because I'd have to use words that people wouldn't like for us to use.
They could
But-
never knock Ray out, though.
All right, let's go about the other Don Tyson. So, Mr. Tyson, Jamie brought this up earlier today to me. Tyson Food faces boycott.
Boy Scouts?
Yeah, after report claims company
Tyson
hires
fights a Boy
migrants. So they're threatening to boycott because they're laying off a bunch of people and threatening
I
to hire
don't get
migrants.
this. They have been hiring migrants. Let me stop. They've been hiring illegals for 40 years. Why are they?
Yeah,
why are
most
people mad
chicken
now?
houses end up getting shut down about twice a year because they come in
Yes.
and thin them out.
Yeah.
I mean, where are these people? Why are they mad now?
They gonna be real mad.
People
if they,
just like to be
if they
mad.
boycott them, ain't no chicken nuggets.
People just enjoy
Yeah, I mean,
being mad. They want a reason to be mad.
So, what are your other options if you boycott Tyson? What's the Hill one? Hill Farm?
There's Purdue.
Purdue
chicken.
The,
It's probably owned by Tyson.
Hillshire Farm.
Hillshire Farm.
Great value.
the Great Value
I
chicken
bet you
strips are
Tyson
better.
makes the great value.
He probably does.
They
Probably do.
They probably do. They're better.
They probably do.
Yeah.
Chicken salad chick.
Sam's Choice.
I do like chicken salad chicken.
Why do they sell the strips and leave that little tendon in them
I don't
that
know.
you got to cut out?
Because they charge you for them. They're
Yeah.
playing about a pound. Player.
I guess. That little
Bell and
tendon.
Evans. Never heard of them.
Nope.
Cook's Venture. Oh, these must be. That's out our neck. That's probably.
Probably
like
out of our price range.
That's what I
too.
was just thinking. Right?
That's probably them.
That's
What do you
organic.
call it? Organic.
Yeah.
The largest.
Probably orgasmic chicken.
Or organic. I want some of that chicken.
Cargill Meat Solutions.
Okay, I've heard of Cargill.
Cisco.
No, that's a chemical plant.
Then Tyson.
Different Cargill.
No, it's same Cargill,
it's a
different
bean
branch.
Bean
Pilgrims. Hormel.
Pilgrims.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna start a. I'm gonna
Purdue.
start a business.
Hormel
Jamie.
just don't even sound like they have good chicken though. 'Cause
They make chili.
OSI.
yeah, they make
Coke Foods, Mountaineer Farms, and Wayne Farms in Oakwood, Georgia.
there's some Wayne
Wow.
brothers in it.
That's me. That's Wayne. Wayne Meat Solutions. That's my new business.
So, look, the right has had a successful boycott with Budweiser.
One. They've had one.
And now they want to boycott everything.
No.
haven't they always boycotted everything?
No, it's always been.
Actually, it normally never worked.
And never, they,
Yeah, that's
remember
the
back
thing,
in
but
the
they
like
still do
90s where
it.
they were trying to boycott Disney? It never worked.
They
but it's working now.
Oh, it now
Actually,
is.
I think it's working now.
Yeah,
more than-
okay. Disney is another example of a right doing a.
Are they boycott Disney?
Oh yeah,
I don't even think it's
'Cause of the
necessarily
woke-
boycott. It's just people like don't want to go anymore.
it's so expensive.
And Disney's
It's
making
like
bad
so
decisions.
expensive. 5 years ago this week, I was at Disney, and I think it would cost twice as much today.
Hey,
to go.
nobody in Jordan cared anything about Tyson Chicken or Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson. None of that.
Did they
Can
not?
y'all believe that?
What they had fighting roosters or something that they were watching.
Camels have spitting matches.
But I think Disney's problem is they're just recreating old movies, not making new stuff. Is what I see a lot of. Or
Well, that's exactly what
But
it
isn't
is.
Yeah,
that what
that's
all of Hollywood's doing basically?
Hollywood's terrible.
it
now.
is. It's laziness. Let's put this spin on it. They're using the Spidey multiverse. Is what they're doing.
And then the things that I wouldn't mind seeing a remake of, the last thing they did that was good was the new Top Gun.
That was good.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it was
like
really
that.
good, yeah.
Maverick.
I haven't seen it, but I heard
good.
it was
That's
awesome.
a great
I'll do
movie.
it.
It's
It's
great.
better than the first one.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good.
gonna go on a limb and say it's better than the first.
It's good.
It's
mean,
such a different time zone. I think they could be up there equally.
Yeah.
They could. Yeah, they're both
I
good
agree.
movies.
I'm trying to think of something that would be good remade that hasn't been remade, but I can't.
Goonies.
Oh, the Goonies.
Oh, the Goonies.
They messed it up. Red Dawn, they screwed it up so badly.
Yeah, but
They redid Red Dawn.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, Red Dawn wasn't bad. It had the guy from Josh and Josh as one
It
of the
was
characters.
terrible.
You remember
No,
that?
the first Red Dawn's a great movie.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
great
with
movie.
Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze.
Yeah,
and,
so you go from them to the dude from Josh.
yeah, Drake and Josh.
They were.
Drake and Josh.
They tried to
That's what
be
it is,
too political in the new one,
those
or non-political.
So what do y'all think? What's a remake that I would want to see Goonies remake?
Goonies would be solid, probably.
Only
but it
if,
can't be a remake.
Spielberg
I think it has
made
to
it.
be a new movie.
Oh, I thought we were talking about remakes.
Yeah, remakes.
Yeah, but not a complete.
But
a
here's
spin-off.
the thing though: if you're gonna do a remake, you can't go soft on Chunk. He's got to get fat jokes made at him.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't do that.
Can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
Do the truffle shuffle.
yeah, they wouldn't do Asian jokes at what was the Asian kid's
Data.
name? Data.
What
He
was,
was also in Temple of Doom.
He was.
Breakfast Club was one of those they probably couldn't do today because it had a.
I
bunch
don't
of
even know if
stuff
it
in
would be if it would relate today.
No. It
Yeah,
wouldn't.
those, those were in time. You know.
Those were the
Now-
times.
now-
yeah.
now the
you would
parents-
have to go online.
Now the
and be
parents would be up
tender.
as Saturday
Yeah.
school complaining.
Yeah.
Pick up a grind.
Yeah, you'd be
Well-
on Grinder or something.
Well, you know, the Goonies, they sort of did remake that on that Netflix show.
Which one?
Yeah, what is that? It's not a remake of Goonies, but it's the same storyline. They're treasure hunters with a little bit of love story in it. What is the name of it? I've watched it many times. I watched all the seasons they've had.
I know another
Which
good
which
one.
Hold
movie
on.
was it?
It's
Oh,
it's
you're
on
talking
Netflix show.
about, it's the South Carolina, North Carolina, whatever one.
No.
Right?
Outer Banks?
Outer Banks.
Yeah,
Outer Banks.
That is nothing.
Why would you need to remake it?
It's
That's sort of like the Goonies.
it's slightly Goonies.
No,
Yeah,
that
it is. It's
nothing
slightly
like the Goonies.
yeah, there's rich kids and there's poor kids,
There's
just like the
nothing
Goonies.
like the
what are those
Goonies.
dudes called? What are they called? The locals?
Pogues.
Pogues, yeah.
Yeah.
I got another.
There was not one chick on the Goonies that looked
Hey, I
like any
got
of
it.
those chicks.
Yeah.
I got another good.
No, that one chick on Outer Banks is gorgeous.
I was gonna say your wife listens to the show. What's that now?
My wife don't.
So listen,
she don't have
another
time.
good remake would be, and it would work good in this era. Weird Science.
Weird Science.
Yeah.
Yep, you could do that.
Weird
Yep.
Science was great.
Yeah, because that one could have some
Yeah,
help
but
with,
with
the, with the special
technology-
effects.
with
and
AI
stuff.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, you can really.
So my daughter's just now starting to figure out about she's been watching it a little longer than we knew, but like South Park and all this stuff. So we laid in the hotel room the other night and watched what's the one with the alien? The CIA dude.
Oh, you're talking about American Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we watched that.
American Dad's a really underrated show.
It's underrated. It is.
It's really, really funny, man. But knowing that she's like kind of interested in that now, me and her are sitting around watching it, and Amanda and Owen just think we're just kind of dumb.
So we're riding down the road,
It's funny,
going
man.
somewhere the other day, and I said something about these, and Matt goes, "These nuts."
That's right.
And I was
That's
like,
a proud dad
"Oh."
moment.
It was. It
Proud
was.
dad moment.
It was. but-
Owen one night said about him on the chin.
So you know you can
That
throw
makes it
you can
funny.
throw on the chin under there, and it really changes the aspect of those.
Yeah.
We busted up in the kitchen. I was cooking, and Amanda's like, "What are y'all laughing at?" I want to know. I said, "Go tell your mama what you said." And she turned beet red and then started laughing.
Classics.
What's another good remake?
Come on, Gary, what you got? Gary Mills. He got like all of them on VHS.
He is
even.
like the '80s king. He should
Yeah,
know
he
these.
I
should
mean,
know.
what should,
How about
about
Caddyshack?
Lo-
How about
what about Lost
Caddyshack?
Boys? What about
Oh,
a
you could pull
remake-
off a Caddyshack.
Huh?
What about like a really gruesome remake of
Like
Lost Boys?
Yeah, they did
That could be
a
pretty
second
good.
movie to that called like The New Breed or something. I never watched that.
Like a true remake of the original Lost Boys, but more.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like all that stuff is like time capsule.
You couldn't
stuck
make
in time.
Animal House again, could
You
you?
couldn't make
There's
Animal
way.
House.
No,
Nah,
Revenge of the
or
Nerds.
Porky's.
I don't know.
Could you imagine remaking Porky's?
Today? Holy
It would be
cow.
X-rated.
Yeah.
Could they even do American Pie at this point?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
I don't
No.
think so.
Like, where do we go, man? We got so soft.
You couldn't do Tropic Thunder.
Oh, no way.
Oh, that's awesome.
No way.
Like,
could
you
do
couldn't
Tropic.
have a dude do
Tropic
a
Thunder
apple
wasn't even
pie.
that long ago, was it?
No, but society's changed so much in the last
When was
decade.
Tropic?
The Never-Ending Story probably could be better.
Oh no!
They remade Princess Bride. Didn't
I
they?
was just going to say
No,
Princess
no,
Bride. That
Princess
would be-
Bride. No, they haven't remade.
Tropic Thunder was 2008, so it was almost 20 years ago.
And that's when
Dadgummit,
that was the last
wow.
time you were allowed to like make fun of people, like every type
Tropic
of person.
Thunder was the
yes,
last one.
Yes, last movie ever.
Why can't we just make fun of everybody?
When was Superbad? Superbad, they made fun of everybody.
That's gonna be older than you realize too.
So what?
That's about the same time.
2007.
South Park's still around.
Yeah, but South Park's untouchable.
They're
know,
untouchable.
But why?
Because they
That's
make fun
what's
of
so
everybody.
crazy.
Because they've
do.
always done it.
Yeah.
And they weathered the initial storm. If you remember when they first come out, it was controversial.
Super controversial.
And now they're not even really that controversial.
No.
And they really do a good job of
They make fun of
satire.
Yeah.
everyone and everything.
Of real-
Like, it does not matter.
That one they did with the Prime Energy drink deal.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Not Clout.
Clout. No.
Cred.
Cred. Yeah, I got Cred.
I gotta see the new one out where they turn into women, black women.
I haven't seen this one.
It's a new movie.
It's a
yeah.
movie?
So,
Yeah.
Like, how do we put barriers on all these other things, but they can do just anything they want? It's amazing.
They are like Dave Chappelle. They are uncancelable.
Uncancelable.
Well, he got canceled for a little bit, but he's back apparently.
He never got canceled.
Did y'all see? I saw it. I don't know if it's true, but apparently CBS is going to have him as a late night talk show host. Y'all seen that?
I don't think it'd be good. That's not his thing.
Well,
Well,
it depends
now-
if they force him to say
Yeah, I was gonna
things.
say if he's Dave Chappelle,
If he can do whatever he wants, it'll be good.
Yeah.
if he's Dave Chappelle, he'll be fine.
Man, I hope it's good.
If he just could come back with a Chappelle show, I'd be fine.
Man, it was awesome.
You know, I would say this, and I didn't give it his credit when it was out, but Key and Peele was a lot better than I realized.
They're really
I didn't
good.
watch it when
I didn't either, but now going back looking at highlights from
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
It was
Me and T was on that. We was
Oh
on
man,
that.
I think we watched them all.
Yeah, we did. It was hilarious, and
My favorite one is where they do the preparing for the gay wedding.
Okay, the Dave Chappelle thing for late night was a
is that not
satire.
true?
A
What
satire.
crap.
Ah.
Dude, I was
I was
pumped
actually
about
hoping,
this.
and I pulled it up,
I
and
was
it popped
excited.
up, and it goes, no, it was satire.
You spreading disinformation.
Man.
Wait, but it was, man, it would have been so nice.
Speaking of some disinformation, I came across this earlier. If I can read it, Davidson University in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. North Carolina.
Jim, you heard of
That's
this?
where
There you go.
Steph Curry went there, right?
Yep.
David?
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Forces its athletes to watch videos saying all white people are racist. They had to come in on a Sunday and spend 3 hours watching this video.
You know what about me matter than anything? Come in on Sunday for 3 hours.
That's what they actually said made them.
Yeah, anything.
It's one thing, yeah. Only white people could be racist that are racist that people of color cannot be.
Look, you may shoot that whole idea down in one sentence. So the concept is that black people can't be racist because they have no power.
Yeah, it's
You
a power
have
thing.
you have to be in power to be racist.
Yeah.
Well, go 5 miles across the bridge over there, and black people are the power structure.
Yeah.
And there's cities all over America where they are the power system.
Yeah. Me growing up, the term racism is totally different definition of what it is now.
Yeah, the definition.
They've changed the definition.
Yes.
Well, we all grew up in a community that was mixed with black and white people, and we all honestly we probably treated each other pretty fairly, and we checked on each other. We did all kinds of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
and no one took offense to it.
Yeah.
But
No.
now it's just it's not that people aren't that way, because people are still that way. I know people.
No,
are
you-
still that way.
racism
It's that
is
the
gonna be-
the
race-
government doesn't want you to be together like that. They
Look,
don't want you to be able to
racism
joke
is
like
going to
that.
exist as long as people exist.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't change that.
And if you say, I don't know how to say what I want to say, so I'm just.
And I mean, let's be honest. I mean, to some extent, we're all a little
everyone is-
prejudiced. I mean,
exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
like I mean, you can't help but knee jerk reaction. For the most part, you see a black dude, a white dude in a boxing match, you're like, well, white guy.
Actually, it was Mike Tyson. I don't care
No,
who it
Mike
is. That's
Tyson. I
why
don't
I'm
care who it
slaughter
is.
them all.
I like Mike Tyson to
I
beat
don't think I care.
a ring full of white people.
I care less.
I don't really care.
I'll
I'd
tell
like
you
to
what
see him
though.
smash
All right,
them all.
I ran across a story right here, and Jamie, it's from last week. I can't believe you didn't bring this up the other night when it's just you and I, but maybe you didn't find it. West Point removes duty, honor, country from their mission statement.
Just you two dudes did one.
Mhm.
That was probably like wild. I gotta go.
No,
see
it's
that.
actually pretty
It's pretty good. huh?
pretty stiff.
Nice.
Yep. But both the Secretary of the Army and Army Chief of Staff approved the recommendation to remove duty, honor, and country from the mission statement for West Point.
Do they have a reasoning
Is
behind
that,
it?
is that mission statement real long? Like, is it too long to read the mission statement?
Let's see.
I ain't never been told it's too long.
Like, why would you?
He said our updated mission statement focuses on the mission essential task of build, educate, train, and inspire the Corps of Cadets to be commissioned leaders of character with the explicit purpose of being committed to the Army values and ready for a lifetime of service. The Army values include duty and honor and country as reflected in loyalty. So they replaced those with loyalty, bearing truth, faith, and allegiance to the U.S. Constitution.
Time.
Yep.
You can be loyal to anything. You can be loyal to a political doctrine.
Why do we gotta fold to everything?
Look, I would love for my son to go to West Point, but I don't know if in the current state of affairs, if I would want him to go to West Point.
Well, does it matter if they're changing that? Does it matter anymore? Does it still hold that same prestige if they're willing to flex?
It's still West Point, but I mean,
it's always been a place that doesn't bend. It's American, like it's the spot.
It is a rock that society.
It's a military.
I got
school.
something in a minute.
Yeah, like I said, it is a rock though that every changing society hits against and does not give. But I mean, that's no other way I know how to put it.
But look at Harvard now. You got Harvard where, like, if I went to Harvard back in the day, you're like, oh, he's really smart. You go to Harvard now, like, everybody just looks at you weird.
Dude, if I told them I went to Harvard, that thing got a job going on.
I was gonna say
that guy's changing some air conditioners out.
When they put
him and
put a
maybe,
new building up.
Him and probably T are the only two people that could even talk about. Well, we could have went to Harvard.
Hey,
I had a Yale scholarship.
I applied at Harvard.
Look at this guy. He had a Yale scholarship. Like
I did.
me and Jamie might be able to get into Lamont and Owens.
Yeah.
We'd be really cool. It'd be awesome.
Yale school.
That'd have been a hell of a time,
slow.
dude.
Look, I can get to Harvard on the hill over here, and that's Harvard
on the highway over here.
Marty said he's got something, guys. He never has anything. All right,
coming.
the Bourbon
All
Nerd, tell us.
All right, so I was in, going to dinner with my coworkers the other day, and I seen something I've never seen before in Memphis.
Hold on.
I forgot.
Terry, do you have a picture?
I do. Here.
Oh,
A
God.
picture?
Y'all check this
What did
out.
you see?
Y'all
So
check this
if
out.
you look closely, Marty, do you want
Is
to?
this your video or picture?
No, it's a picture.
Yes.
But what do you see there in that photo?
Okay, what's in the back of
That's
that
a
truck?
freaking casket. That's how my dad. That's how my dad wants to go. No joke.
Dude,
Well, check it out.
The hearse is in front of it, okay?
Look at the back window.
Here's the hearse.
I seen this truck go by and an arm hanging out the window, and the next thing I seen was this freaking casket.
That's better than the arm hanging out of the casket.
That's right.
Or well, but can you really tell? Can you really tell where the arm, which way the arm was going? So,
Is this guy holding it?
He's holding it.
but look,
make sure it
and
don't
look,
slide out.
these are the people that are in the procession for the funeral.
All right, look, I promise y'all, this is my father has told me do not put
Just
him
a second.
in a hearse. Put him in the bed of
Well,
a
I've
pickup
never
truck.
seen
and
that.
take
I
him.
want you to zoom. I want to see what color the hand is because I have a guess.
Oh, that's white.
That's white.
folks.
Hank.
That's white people stuff right there.
Them white people straight up.
I guess
There
that's
it
the way
goes.
to go, you know.
I guess he wanted his truck to take him to his final resting place.
Look, y'all be able to take me out.
They
of
strapped that joker down too.
That guy has a mom tattoo.
Look, he got a strap across
Ain't no
here, a strap across here. I still don't know why dude's arm needs to be hanging out.
Look, I will say this: he's supposed to have a red caution flag out the back of the thing.
Yeah.
Them short beds.
Well,
Look, y'all be able to take me out in the envelope because I'll be burned up. That's a
Yeah, I don't care either.
no. That's my preference.
Never seen anything like that.
But I've never seen nothing like that.
That's
Me neither.
one day I'm gonna have to do that awkwardly. I'm gonna have to rent a U-Haul truck though because I can't put him in the back of the Bronco.
yeah.
The Boeing is in the news. Look, Boeing is in the news almost every single day. There's something falling off of airplanes. A wheel fell off the other day and almost killed somebody.
A freaking wheel.
A wheel.
It
like
hit
point-
somebody on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I like to point out not having it on
take
the
off.
way down is probably kill a lot of people.
Yeah. But Boeing has got big problems.
Yeah,
And
they're struggling.
they're struggling.
There's rumors out there that they're using Dawn soap as lubrication for their systems.
Just like
Yeah.
Kind of foamy.
just like note to self, get some Dawn soap.
Dawn soap. Yes.
Are you trying to lubricate
It'll
something?
be bubbled up.
That's for cleaning ducks.
Yeah, and lubricating Boeing jets.
Man, for real.
Yeah, I heard
I
it.
flew on one. That makes me kind of nervous.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably use duct tape,
So this has
chicken
been
wire.
going on for a couple of weeks now, hasn't it?
I think it's
Oh,
more
for
than
months.
a year.
Probably a year.
And one guy
Yeah.
just got suicided over it.
It happens. I
With
saw
Dawn.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he clearly told his buddy, said,
If I die,
if I die
something
and they claim
happens
it's
to me.
suicide, I am not suicidal.
What was
He's a whistleblower.
He
That
used to
sounds
work for
like
Boeing.
somebody suicidal
Yes.
would say.
that does. That sounds like something. That's what everybody says.
Do the Clintons have any stake in Boeing? That's what I need to know. Because then I could tell.
Whoa.
Was this guy in Arkansas?
All right, guys, y'all enjoyed Gary's last episode?
Yeah. Hey, the next ditch he's in, he won't get out of it.
Yeah. You find him in a ditch the other day.
You're going to be suicided.
Sitting there.
The days of Joe Biden falling may be over. He's now wearing lifestyle sneakers designed to prevent falls and stumbles. If this is not the most perfect story,
Gangster.
He needs one of those
lift?
suits. Now, those suits they have for old people now that when they fall, like airbags come out.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Have you seen those?
He walks
No,
on
that would be
stage,
pretty
trips,
cool.
and it puffs up. It's like a puffer fish.
Yeah, so it can tell when the body falls.
Like an airbag goes off.
Yeah.
I mean, how strong can America be when you have an invincible president? Like, nothing can happen to him. They shoot him with a missile, he puffs up.
Well, like right now,
He just roll on down
He
the
just freaking
stairs.
puffs up like a freaking puffer fish, floats away. They gotta have him on a string because this man starts flying.
look,
He puffy.
I cannot wait for debates. Like we're gonna have.
do you think they'll do it?
I don't know.
We'll have. If they
I
do,
don't think
if,
he can.
If they do debates, we're gonna have to go live.
What's
Yeah,
that?
just to watch.
Yeah, we'll have to go live. Do a live during the debates.
What's that funny comedian now that does Trump? He said he was a liberal before, but he slowly. turned
Oh,
into a
Shane
Republican.
Gillis.
Yeah, Shane Gillis. That dude's funny as a mug.
You know what we should do? We should do like as they do the debate.
I think he would come to the show.
We take Trump's words and do them in Biden's voice, and Biden's words do them in Trump's voice.
Pretty freaking awesome.
We got to have somebody that can impersonate these guys. But
It
yeah,
ain't enough. We all just sound like rednecks.
I
So-
think Gary could sound like Joe
so
Biden.
I can impersonate
Speaking of
anybody
Shane
in
Gillis,
here. I've already shown it.
did you see where Shane Gillis got so upset on that? He went on a show. What's the podcast that has a red-headed guy with the beard and the Asian dude that was on?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know the podcast I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know what you're talking
So
about. I don't know
he
the name.
came.
You
He
just
went on.
upset Asians, Irish, and fat people all at the same time.
He went on there and I'm gonna upset another group. So
Take them all out.
he has a uncle who has Down syndrome, and he makes a lot of jokes
They
about it.
talk about the grilled cheese. That dude's
Yeah.
hilarious, man.
So he gets on there and they start making fun of Down syndrome people, and he doesn't just like roll. He doesn't just like roll with it. He gets visibly upset and starts calling them out on it. And like at first they think he's just putting on a bit, but no, he's pissed.
Well, he can make jokes, right?
Well, like he doesn't make fun of Down syndrome. He props it up. I mean,
Yeah.
he talks about his uncle and
He talks about
he
it.
tells
He says it grazed him. He kind of looks.
he
a
tells
little Down
humorous
syndrome.
stories about
His
He
uncle.
does
His
about
uncle.
Yeah.
But he doesn't make funny
Yeah, he
generalities.
does. Yeah, his uncle's not the butt of the joke.
So
Yeah.
I hadn't heard the guy before, and when I was in Jordan, I started watching him, so he kept popping up on my feed, and I was like, man, this guy's really funny. Like he talks about the Trump speech, which is one of the funniest. He's like, I boo, I bad, I batter. He died like a dog, all that stuff. It's really funny.
So I showed you the one where he was Trump speed dating, right?
I don't guess
Oh
so.
yeah, I remember that one.
Dude, that is
That's
so
pretty good.
great.
But I
Yeah,
just
that's pretty
realized when I said he died like a dog, I sound like the one that says, "Can I pet that dog?" You know what I'm saying? Like my country
And my
show.
dog.
Hey, I know y'all don't do a TikTok. You don't look at TikTok like I do. But have y'all seen
all the time.
all of the anti-Trump posts?
Nope, they're not my algorithm.
Huh.
I don't know. I have no
Our
idea what
algorithm,
my algorithm.
James.
So
You,
look,
you secretly hate Trump. You're a Biden lover.
so like if you go in
You're
there,
a Biden lover, Jamie.
Biden
so what I
lover.
started looking at, it'll be like
Biden
a
lover.
clip of a Twitter or
A
something.
what?
A clip of a Twitter.
A
A
what?
clip of a Twitter.
And
Would that be? There's no such thing as a Twitter. no more.
X in.
What's an X?
It's a baby X.
Baby X. So, but if you go in there and look at the profile, it'll have like 200 followers, and it really. But they'll have 30 videos of anti-Trump.
So it's
stuff.
AI or it's some type of troll.
I'm wondering if it's a bot or AI or something like that.
Speaking of bots and AI, old googly eyes herself,
Uh-oh.
AOC.
Oh,
Man, we ain't talk about her in a minute.
Her district neighborhood labeled third world as migrants clog streets and prostitutes overrun every block in New York City.
Sex workers.
This was on Fox. I'm reading it. So
YouTube will kick us off for saying prostitutes. That demonetizes us.
Ain't it the same thing?
No, probably on TikTok. If that makes
Street
it TikTok, they probably will.
Streetwalking.
No, you
We
can't.
got to be
you
monetized
can't say
before we can
prostitute.
be
You can't say
demonetized.
prostitute on YouTube.
Ladies
women of the night.
Ladies of the night. That's what I was going to go with.
Anyway,
Whores.
AOC's
You can probably say that.
AOC's district
Dim
in
hoes.
bad shape.
Demos.
Bad shape. Oh, googly eyes.
Oh, googly eyes.
Let's get to the meat and taters and what we're going to talk about today.
Isn't she married to a white
Oh,
dude?
dang. I almost forgot about that. Thank you.
Yeah, look,
googly
that's your whole
That's
build
my
up.
whole deal today. Yep.
Yeah, what we
So
talking
look, we're going to talk about parenting. Parenting, right? It's funny. Jamie and I have been talking about parenting in church lately in our Sunday school class, but from a biblical standpoint about parenting. But parenting
Turns out I suck at it. Go ahead.
turns out we all suck at it, and all we can do is do the best that you think you can do for your children. And it may not look like the same thing that Gary's doing with his 8 kids, but
Yeah.
it at least looks similar. And we can only do what we think is right and best by our children. But the one thing that we got to be careful of now is after the last 2 weeks, parents have been found guilty of involuntary manslaughter for basically neglecting their child when he shot up the school. It was, oh my, I thought I had it pulled up.
Yeah, it was that Michigan case, and I can't remember the people's name.
So jurors found a teen school shooter's father and mother guilty of manslaughter. It's James Crumbley, whose son killed 4 students at high school in 2021, found him guilty of involuntary manslaughter. A result experts say could set an important precedence for the extent to which parents of school shooters can be held responsible. Why does it stop at school shooters?
Well, so
See, this is where it gets
So
controversial.
his parents are going to go to prison?
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up to for a long time.
So I made it. I
Mother was found guilty a week or 2 ago.
I made a post on TikTok, and my question was: does this allow us to now punish parents of gang members?
It should, but
It's
it won't.
absolutely yes. You're right.
It won't. Yeah.
It won't because
That's not the same.
because
thing.
they see school shooters as white, and they see gang members as black, and the system is going to do everything it can to not appear racist.
So the prosecutors during this week-long trial argued that James Crumbley was grossly negligent because he bought a Sig Sauer 9mm gun for his son 4 days before the attack, failed to properly secure it, ignored his son's downward spiraling mental health, and did not take reasonable care to prevent foreseeable danger. So he was supposed to predict that his kid is going to shoot up the place.
Now, is this the same kid that this kid was walking around saying, I'm going to shoot up this place?
I don't know,
Like multiple times
that
before-
matters.
way before
I know where
that.
you're going. I agree with that. That matters.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is all. There has to be some type of responsibility with parents. They bought him a handgun, right?
It depends.
There's a lot of kids that get bought guns of various types.
That's true. But
And
My kids have guns.
mine too. Yeah.
but then the kid immediately used it. Essentially, 4 days, not even a
That's
week.
not immediately.
I would need to.
That's pretty close to
I would need to
immediately.
read the case. I would need to know more
It's pretty
about.
close.
Look up the definition of immediately. It doesn't say anything about 4 days.
Here's what they say. They say if you buy them a gun, don't secure it, and you have or the court deems you should have some sense of your child's mental health maladies, and you do nothing to really oversee it or act in a way that is appropriate in a way that protects the public, then you could be accountable. Why does this have to only apply to school shootings? I think Jamie hits the nerve.
Yeah,
It does not.
He hits the spot.
if it applies to school shootings, it should apply for everybody.
So here's my thing. You take a gang member. His mom knows he's a gang member.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, she probably didn't buy him the gun though.
No, but she knows he's a gang member. She knows he's going to commit violence, and she does not report him to the police.
Or that he has the potential to commit
That
violence.
he has the potential to commit violence.
She did not assess his mental issues. Or,
And that is the crux of the whole argument.
It should
Yeah.
be viewed the same when it shouldn't be a topic at all because people are responsible for their own decisions.
and how old was
But
this kid?
it is the
He was
same.
15.
It's still life for a life. I mean it. I don't know, man. I don't like where we're headed.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't either.
I'm not.
I just see this
That's like
opening
what
up
if
so many other
so
doors.
what now? Like,
But
say
he
you're-
can't buy a gun
Say
himself.
you're my friend, and like I know we both like guns or whatever. I buy you a gun for your birthday, and then you go kill someone with it.
He's of
Am
age.
I responsible?
But
then?
that's illegal. You can't buy me a gun.
Yeah, he can't buy you a gun.
Or if you think
well, I mean, maybe
if you think he's
maybe I buy it
unstable,
and have it registered in your name, so you go pick it
if
up
they
and
take you to court and could prove that you thought he was unstable and you still gave him a gun, I think you could
Yeah,
probably
you
go to prison.
I think they would
Probably
charge you.
so.
I think they
Yes.
would charge you.
But how do you know somebody's unstable?
So what if we
This
bought?
is where you get into the downward spiral right
It's the red flag law.
It's all of those things.
But then you start pushing.
You're trying to predict.
You start pushing into saying, well,
What people
people
are
that
thinking.
have been diagnosed with PTSD
Yes.
before can't own guns anymore.
Yep.
And then you start taking it out of every prior military police guy's hands, and then you become a defenseless USA because the guys with guns don't know how to use them.
But also, could the school be held liable because don't they have usually counselors on site that would be able to assess this kid's
They should be
mental?
aware, right?
It seemed like I read somewhere. Let
Everyone
me see if
should
I
go
can
to
find
jail,
it.
right?
That's what they're talking
Called
about.
the parents in, but it wasn't anything that terrible.
So they were okay. So I was about to say maybe the counselors were aware and didn't do anything either. Are they not just as liable?
Unless there's
be.
way more to that. Like the kid told the parents a phone
Yeah, so
call
I don't
that
believe
they
so.
have.
So
that
that's
says,
where
"I'm
I'm
gonna
at.
shoot up the school," and then they ran and bought them a gun.
Yeah, you really don't
The
know what happened.
the mother got sentenced for neglect, basically that she was having I think an affair and not spending time with the kid
Okay, what's the crap?
Oh, this
that
is a
got
whole
to do with
different
them
story.
shooting
Okay, so now what does that have to do with anything?
because she should have known that the child was unstable.
No, I'm not liking
Because he's
it
in
now.
an unstable home.
I'm not liking it now.
No, you're just finding somebody to blame.
I'm assuming that both of these cases will eventually these people will get out of prison early.
I don't believe they
because
will.
They won't. I don't think it'll
I-
ever hold.
I was under the impression, like I said, I have not sat down and
How
read
far did this go up the system so far?
it. Right now,
They
it's
just filed. They
the-
hadn't even sentenced them yet.
Yeah.
They get sentenced on April 9th.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
just in local court
So
at this
yes,
point, right?
so I was under
it's
the
not
impression
gonna,
though
it's
that
not going to hold.
that this young man had clear mental problems. He would threaten people, and his dad went and got him a gun
Somebody bought
anyway.
him a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it's being portrayed.
Portrayed. Yeah.
If
Which
this
you know,
hits,
you probably should know if that's the way media is portraying is probably not accurate.
if this
that's
hits
also
the
true.
Supreme Court level and they're still convicted, be worried.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they should overturn it like this. There shouldn't be a discussion.
Here's 5
This is
facts,
foolish.
quick facts about his mom that got sentenced. Let's see what they got.
Quick
here.
facts.
It doesn't matter if she's a crackhead and has nothing to do with him. It's
Yeah, exactly.
It's not her fault.
Yeah, you have an absent
Well,
father
maybe, but it's not chargeable by law. I don't think.
So it's imperative. So they're really just trying to set an example. They said, yes, he did pull the trigger on his own, but it's imperative we prevent this from happening again. No other parent or community should have to live through this nightmare. Gun ownership is a right, and with that right comes responsibility. See, this sounds a little different, right? So because they decide to own guns, they're accountable for it. That's the first mark against them. Well, you chose to have guns in your house.
It's liberal judo.
Yep.
Yes.
It should be shot down by the courts in the upper levels.
Yeah.
I mean, who here locks their guns up?
Where was
Mine's
this?
locked up.
Mine's locked up.
Well, I feel like a terrible person.
No, my
some-
guns aren't locked up
some of
because
mine
if somebody
are.
comes in my house, I don't want to go
I have
spin
mine.
the dial.
I have
No, I
mine.
mean-
I have guns stashed around the house.
Yeah, I do too.
You're like Christmas
I mean,
presents.
the ones I don't want gone. I mean,
Well, no,
you don't
I mean
want somebody
there's
stealing your guns.
No,
but
there's
the ones I'm prepared to use.
I have hunting stuff up, but my
Yeah.
defense
Yeah.
weapons.
That's what I'm saying.
I
No,
have.
but, I mean, like I have guns that are stashed around the house in different locations because I might be in a different
All right.
location when I need it.
All right, so check this out. So Crumbley and her husband
Taking a dump.
were called to their son's school the morning of the shooting and told about a drawing featuring a gun their son had made while in class. So, okay, it was
This
a
is the
picture-
morning of the shooting.
The morning of the shooting, but it was a picture of a gun. It wasn't a picture of murder. Apparently, it was just a picture of a gun. Okay, so then apparently they chose not to do anything about that. 2, the prosecutors emphasized the responsibilities of gun owners and said 15-year-old Crumbley should not have had access to the firearm.
So can we go back and charge every parent at this point for every
Every crime
school shooting?
or every crime.
Oh,
Why
check
stop at shooting?
this out. Third, Jennifer Crumbley wrote in a blog post she reluctantly voted for Trump in 2016 and cited guns as a reason. See, this is a witch hunt. See,
a
this
witch
is a
hunt.
witch
Yeah, it's a
hunt,
liberal
and
witch hunt.
we'll never know the truth about it. It's a witch hunt. She worked as a realtor for a mission company, but her license lapsed in 2018. I don't know why that has anything to do with it.
This
but,
family is going to go through an absolute nightmare, but this should never.
and she
hold
has
up.
an arrest record in Florida. So, no.
Burn her at the stake.
Yep, this is witch hunt. It's a witch hunt. It's terrible that the shooting occurred. We got to
It
figure
is.
out how
It's
to keep
horrible.
those shootings from occurring.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, look, let me tell you a very unpopular opinion.
If you want to kill somebody, you're going to kill somebody.
We have a mental health issue in this country because, and there's no good way to say it, we used to take our people that were mentally ill and take them away from society.
We would treat them.
No, we would remove them from society.
Yeah, you got all those psych wards.
I mean, in the 80s, they released them into the general public, and government quit funding it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, now
they procreate.
They walk among us. I mean, and there's nothing we can do about it. And it sounds terrible to say lock them up, but when there's people that are mentally ill in society, bad things happen.
I also still think that, they should have a program for veterans coming back that, should work at the schools armed security guards at the.
All right, boys, we've been on for a while. Let's go with Gary first. Gary, parting words.
Be nice to everyone, people.
The Bourbon Nerd, Marty Marr.
What's up, y'all? Hey, glad y'all watched.
What up, man?
Watch us next time.
DW, welcome back to the patio. Been a minute.
They're replacing the Rico with the Sneeko. Y'all be careful out there.
And Father Fortenberry.
Hey guys, go check us out on YouTube. Go check us out on TikTok. Find us. We're available everywhere. Just come find us. We're about to start doing more lives, more events. We have been asked to come to. We have been asked to come back to Stumpy's Barbecue here in Marion and do a show from there. We're gonna try to get that lined up.
My neighbor.
What else we got going on?
We'll be at Spillway, Mississippi, April the 6th. Some of us will be down there buying some bourbon, those type of things. But look, thank y'all for listening. Tell your friends about us. Like us. Look us up on Discord. We're kind of floating around all over the place, probably. But yeah, we got some taste, got some bourbon going on.
We're social media whores.
We're trying to find our
put it out there.
Yep. And if we get banned, if you can't find us at Life from the Patio 2.0 on TikTok, it'll
Look
be
for
3.0. Father Fortenberry got banned again. Life from the Patio, we out of here.